everybody, it's Rose Smith here from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com. Thanks for joining me for this week's Pick a Card Weekly Tarot reading. It's very simple, just pick a number now between 1 and 5 and I'll do a psychic tarot interpretation for you. Okay, I've got my number in my mind. You can have more than one number if you want. Having 5 numbers is always interesting, gives you a lot to think about. Alrighty, if you're new, please consider subscribing to the channel and hit that notification bell right now. Okay, let's go to the board and see what these cards have to say. Okay, so alrighty, so card number 1 is what we're doing first, and I'm closing my eyes. I see white doors opening up. That's sort of like a spiritual type of opportunity. So it might be just listening to this video and, you know, seeing whatever comes up, how it makes you feel and how it makes you think, what you think about. Okay, card number 1, the Tower card comes up. Okay, so something's coming to an end, and if you've been clued in, you may have been able to predict it yourself. Your intuition might have told you that it's coming to an end. This is like an idea that you built up in your mind and you constructed a whole, you know, system of thinking around it. Maybe it's a belief system. And you thought that something was going to be just like this. And it could be that this week or very soon that you find out it's not what you thought. Usually, you know, sometimes, you know, when things happen, people can be very upset about it, of course. But like I say, if you're clued in, you already know. And when it happens, it's about making your life, you know, a path for you, a new path for you, okay? And you go down a different track to what you thought. See, the crown has toppled here, and that is saying that the thinking is not what you thought it was going to be, okay? Whatever thing that was, it's not going to happen that way. And the electricity here and the lightning bolts, and do be careful with shocks this week. You know, if you've got any electrical gadgets in particular that you think might be sus, like cords, fraying cords and things, it might be a good week to get them fixed. Okay, so that's card number 1. Card number 2, closing my eyes now. What do I see? Okay, so it's a silver lock, something under lock and key. This just came out actually. Something under lock and key, so something that's been hidden away, some information you're going to find out this week. It's a bit like a chastity belt actually, what I'm seeing. The card that came out is 10 of Cups, which is about home and hearth and nurturing and kindness and looking out for somebody. You might, I'm still sort of stuck on the chastity belt / silver lock here, and it could be that domesticity is somehow restricting you in some way. Maybe you'd rather be out having fun or something like that, but you might find that you feel within yourself a little bit conflicted because you're in two minds about something. And see, there's a child's rocking horse here, so it might be children that you're looking after. If you don't have children, or you're not, you know, there's no children around you, perhaps it's your own inner child. This is a fabulous card, and it is about growth, but it's not about growth in the outside world so much. It's, you know, like personal, private, staying home, close to home, and growing that way. So if you do, you know, feel like you want to go gadding about town or something like that, that might be where the conflict is, or where the restriction is, that you feel that you can't be as independent as you would like. Okay, that's a bit of a strange interpretation for that card, because it is positive, but yeah, not everybody wants to be at home all the time, you know what I mean? Okay, so now we're doing card number 3, and let's see what comes up. Okay, closing my eyes now. I'm on the side of a mountain and I've come a very long way. I'm looking down and I can see just how far I've come. So this is suggesting to me that, yes, spiritually you've done very well. and well done you. And there is more to go. So there's some sort of challenge here. Mountains are always about challenges. And now I see there's like a little river here coming down the side of the mountain. And there's a bit of erosion because there's been a little bit of a flood. So that could be some sort of emotion that's been coming up. And a flood, suggests that it might have felt a little bit overwhelming. But the water's getting away okay, so that's fine. You'll be able to continue your journey and keep on evolving in spirit. Okay, the card that comes up is the Three of Wands. This is a group of people, but they're all totally different people. So sometimes there's a bit of a challenge or a conflict in this group. They're working together with a sort of unified vision towards something, and they will be successful eventually, but they don't always agree 100%, but that's okay. What unites them is this passion and motivation, all these fiery flames down here, the Three of Wands, and you can see these three baseball bats. So really making progress in whatever it is, whatever project or whatever job it is that they're trying to achieve. Okay, so sometimes it's like your parents and the kids get together and they have to sell the house or something like that, and they don't always get on because they're so different. But I want to say the flames of power will get them there. Okay, so card number 4. What do I see? Okay, I see the light shining in. Maybe you've been feeling things are a little bit dark. It's like I'm in a bit of a jail cell here, or a dungeon, and all of a sudden the light starts shining in and there's new hope. So I feel like some part of you has been trapped in some way. Sorry, sore throat. Now I'm seeing all these gravestones, and so this is to do with the past, and this is like ancestral sorts of beliefs. And so this is something to do that your ancestors have actually, passed on to you. And it would be a great idea if you could do some meditation and thank your ancestors for what they've given you. However, you are not them, and this is a different time, and you can make fresh and new ideas and beliefs about things. Okay, so we've got 3 cards that come out there, which is sort of like a lot. This is union and completion. 5 of Wands is some sort of conflict, and then the King of Cups is the last card there. So this suggests to me that there could be some sort of conflicting thing that you've inherited there, but your emotions come to the fore and you are a master of your emotions. So you might be in 2 minds about something, and that is causing a bit of mental stress. But here with this energy, it smooths everything out. This is a very wise and experienced person who has a lot of intuition, even though it's cups and it's about emotion, because he's wearing this indigo colour. It's basically saying that he's highly intuitive. He expresses himself at a very high level, or a high frequency, like quite a spiritual person. There's sun in the background here, which is all about insight and awareness in the ocean, and he's seated on a shell with a shell at the back. So it's a fabulous card. So somebody like that could come into your life, or you find that in yourself at a very deep level. But completion and unity is coming, okay, through your ancestors in some way. So I know that's a bit hard to see all of those cards there, like that, perhaps. Okay, let's have a look now at card number 5. If you've picked card number 5, closing my eyes now, I see something on the wall. It's like a tapestry. Then I see somebody looking with a telescope. Actually, it's not called a telescope. This is something you see on the ships about 200 years ago, and they had that I can't think what it's called, but let's say telescope, and they looking glass thing that they look out over the ocean. That's what I'm seeing. So keeping an eye out, working out, navigating, working out your direction, what direction you're going in life, and something, I get the words high seas, which is all about your subconscious as well, and navigating through your subconscious, okay? There might be something from the past that comes back for you too if you pick card number 5. The card that comes up is the Knight of Pentacles. And so this is somebody who is a bit adventurous. It's a young masculine energy. He probably wants to take a risk involving money. It's not a bad energy at all. It's quite a positive energy. There's a lot of strength there. But he doesn't have the maturity or perhaps the wisdom to know what to do. But he does believe in himself. So this is quite a useful sort of thing. You could take a trip, go, somewhere, or maybe even change residence. Could be on the cards with this, depending on your finances. Okay, so that's the cards for this week. We've only got one major arcana, which isn't many. So it's more or less like a normal week. There's nothing sort of untoward except for this card number 1, which suggests something breaking down. So be careful there. But as I said, if you've got any sort of intuition, then you're probably on the ball about that. But some fairly positive cards there as well. Okay, so that's it. I hope this is useful to you. Please let me know in the comments, leave a like or share on your socials. That would be fabulous. Have a wonderful week, and I'll see you all again soon. Thanks and bye for now. Thanks so much for watching. Please visit my website absolutesoulsecrets.com for all things spiritual. Have a lovely day.